it's Alexis Whitey. So today it's a kind of a different content than usual because I usually draw or like get clips from an anime for my videos. So today I'm going to talk about some cards that I found while I was cleaning. So I was cleaning my house. There were a lot of boxes and I found this really old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So it looks like this. They're not sleeves and I doubt that they are real. I'm pretty sure most of them are fakes. So we're going to start and talk about them. So I hope you realize that in my country, fake cards are very abundant in nature. Like you can just buy them off your normal alleyway and then you wouldn't even notice that it's fake because it's printed really good. But when you look at them, oh, some of them don't even exist or they have very confusing art. So we're going to delve into that and look at these cards. So first up is, let's see. Okay, so this is called Roaring Sea Snake. It's a water race fusion and you need to have a magic lump plus Storm Boy. I don't even know where to start with this. So first, if you look at it from the back, it's really fake. I mean, I keep on saying fake, but then you already notice that it's really not normal because first of all, the brown coloring is way off and it doesn't feel authentic. But then when you look at it from the front, first of all, it's color green. Fusion cards are not supposed to be color lime green, and it says water race. There's no such thing as a water race, and I don't even know if there's a magic lamp and storm boy. And you can also see here it says light. So usually when we have cards in English, the attribute doesn't really change, so that's already a minus points for this one. But the good thing is the attack and defense are fairly normal. Its attack is 2500 and its defense is 2000. So that's one of our cards extra deck. Next is 7-color flower. So it's an earth and it's a plant race according to this. So I don't really get why there is an obsession with race, calling it a race. So it says plant race, and then the other one a while ago was a water race. In terms of attack and defense, it's normal. It says 1900 and 1800, and this is very reminiscent of what the cards look like in anime. So back then when I was young, I thought that all cards look like this. Like you have the description here and then the attack and defense power here. But then I started buying legit cards from like legit sellers and they don't look like this. Anyway, so that's a vanilla monster that's level 5 and has an attack of 1900, and that's very normal. So back in the days during the Yu-Gi-Oh era, Dual Monsters era, 1900 level attack power are usually level 5 and above, so it's really hard to summon them. So next we have Yaranzo. So they got the attribute right, at least it's actually dark, and the only problem with here is the undying. Let's look at the description. When the treasure box is uncovered, the robbers come out to attack. And the funny thing here is, if you haven't noticed, is its attack power is 15,300 and its defense is 13,500. The 7-color flower, which is a level 5 monster, has a 1900 effect, and this one, a level 4 monster, has a 15,000. Anyway, it's absurd and it's really fake, so take it as it is. Next we have Legumina, Man of Cotton Candy. So I think this one looks very normal except for the color, since it's color lime green. I don't know if it looks It actually has almost the same color as this one, but the color it's supposed to have to be is this one, the yellowish one, because it's a normal monster. But anyway, it's called as Cotton Candy. Yugioh warrior believes that he is in possession of strength, which make him the most powerful warrior in the world. Fairly normal, except for the color. They got almost everything right, except it says plant family. Okay, let's just make it clear. Plant family. It's supposed to just say plant, but then it says plant family. Okay, moving on, we have Toon Gabli Shock Troops. So it's a warrior and Toon. Okay, so for now, I'm looking at it at the normal distance, and I really cannot see the text. It's hard to read, and I don't know. I'm putting it closer to the camera, but then I don't know if that makes any difference, but I can't read it effect, but it's supposed to have an effect. But more importantly, the attack is 23,100. Again, it's a level 4 monster, and it has a 23,100 attack. Next, we have Corpse Expert. So this one, very normal, except it says land. There's no land attribute, there's only earth. And it also has a non-dying on its card. This is probably supposed to be a zombie type, and it's supposed to be a vanilla monster, so I don't really understand it. Anyway, I wasn't able to change. So Toon Gabli Shock is supposed to be an effect monster, so it's supposed to be different from the vanilla monsters. Anyway, moving on, we now have heating monsters. So this is very funny for me, because first off, look at the attribute. Look at the attribute. It says, oh my god, how do I make this clear? Anyway, focus. Hello camera, focus. Anyway, I don't know if you see it, but it says actually heat, and it says heating monsters. And anyway, it doesn't even says effect, it just heat combination. Okay, I need to make it look focused. Anyway, it says single time for only one turn. What? Used for a standby card to release the opponent's force as ice monster. While used as the standby card, the magic or trap card can be destroyed by attacking the opponent. One card must be presented while the opponent's monster destroyed. Okay, so fun fact, it doesn't even spell monster correctly. It says MOUSTER. So that's really funny, and it's an effect monster, so we're putting it there. Okay, next we have Magic Kettle God. Okay, Rock Junda effect. Select one powerful kettle from the cards and send it to the graveyard, and take 3 cards from your own deck. Okay, so what do you do for the 3 cards? Do you put them on your hand, or do you summon them on your field? I do not understand this card. Anyway, it's also land, and at least it has the color right. It's orangey, and it's an effect monster, and it says Rock Junda. Anyway, I don't know if this is supposed to be a part of the cattle. It's supposed to be a cattle archetype. Anyway, I'm just putting it here in the effect monsters. I did not understand the effect, by the way. Oh. Sorry for that. Not corona. But anyway, next we have Bite Shoes. Okay, now this just confused me. It's supposed to be a monster, but it's color green, and it has the dark attribute and has 3 levels, and it's supposed to be an effect monster. Flip. Change the attack or defense position of one face-up monster on the field. The card must remain face up. What? Okay. Again, I don't understand this card. It's color green, but it has an effect, and it's level 3 with an attack and defense of 500 and 300. So I'll just put it here on our effect pile. Next, we have Minor UFO. Okay, so I know this artwork exists, but I forgot if it's really called Minor UFO. I'm sorry, please help me refresh my memory. And it's actually like has like, you know, the glittering effect. I don't know if it's noticeable in the video, but it's actually glittering like crazy. Oh, you can see that. That's really good. And this card has been destroyed in the battle and sent to the haze. Okay, at first I was thinking if this is fake or not, but then that grammar needs to go. One monster in the mechanical family can be specifically called up from the card group to enter the field. This monster is indicated as attack on the side menu, and the offensive player of the card is under 1500. Afterwards, the card group is riffled. I did not understand a word in that paragraph. Anyway, it's an effect monster, and I'll leave it at. So the reason why I really know that this artwork, at least the artwork is because of Yugioh. I was a fan of Yugioh, so I already know that this at one point was used by Jaden, but I know it's not called Minor UFO, and it does not have that kind of effect. That effect is way too complicated, and I do not understand it. Next, we have combined attack. Okay, so this is supposed to be a magic card. So if you notice, before there were magic cards before it Konami ran into some issues with the use of the term magic cards, so they changed everything to spell cards. But note that the reason why this is fake is not because it's called magic card, but it's because there's an attribute that says devil. Like, I don't understand, why is there an attribute that says devil? Anyway, what does this combined attack do? In the battlefield, a monster equipped with combination function can work, which can release the attacking force of monster in turn and launch the attacking. Let me repeat reading that. In the battlefield, a monster equipped with combination function can work, which can reduce the attacking force of monster in the turn and launch the attacking. Driving Dragon Angel. Okay, so I know this artwork exists again, but then look at this. It's the devil. Anyway, what does it say? So while attacking the adversary, 500 scores injury. He has obtained 500 scores life energy. Once again, I will not even try to understand what that meant. Next, we have the Flute of Summoning Dragon. So, the Flute of Summoning Dragon is a real card in the TCG. It's even in Duel Links, but it says here magic card, but the color is brown. I don't understand this. Let's see if the grammar at least is understandable. Playing this card when you have a Lord of D card face up on the field allows you to play up to 2 dragon type cards from your hand as a Specile summon. Okay, I am not joking. It says Specile. Specile. Specail. I wish that people who created these fake cards would at least make sure that the grammar is right, and just like cater to the needs of the masses. But anyway, it's good that you can actually notice they're fake right away. Next, we have Tempting Shadow. It's supposed to be a trap card, but it's not red or purple. Anyway, purple. When the opponent uses the defensive and reverse card to start mix attack, this monster will chang into reverse attack status. At this time, their first effect can't be launched. I mean, are you guys reading this? When the opponent uses the defensive and reverse card to start a mix attack, the monster will chang into obverse attack status. Okay, so I'll put it here because it's supposed to be a trap card. Next, we have Pot of Reed. Oh my gosh, our favorite ban card. This might actually be a good fake, or maybe it's not fake, but then if it's not fake, I am wasting a good ban card. Anyway, it's good because it actually has a draw 2 cards from your deck effect, but it's banned, so even if it's not fake, I can't use it. Magic card. So it still says magic card, so that's interesting as well. Next, we have Fate of Evolution. So at least this one, we're starting to see that this might not be fake. What does it say? When a monster is special summoned by an effect of an evolved monster, your opponent cannot activate the effect of spell, trap, or effect monster cards. So I'm beginning to think that this might not be fake. It's a continuous spell card. It's a continuous spell card, and it has the right feel to it. It has the right color at the back as well. So this might either be the fake people making good use of their printing machines, or this might actually be real, but I don't think it is. Anyway, I'll just put it there on spell cards. Next, we have Photonize. Oh, this actually is a good card. Like, it's looks and feels like it's not fake, and it actually has a good effect, and it can work in an archetype. So let's just put it there. Trap card. Next, we have Machine Mega Bomb. So as same as Photonize, it actually also works well with an archetype. And it says here, select one Machine Imperial or one Machine Emperor you control and one card from your opponent controls, destroy them. It's interesting, and it looks like it's not fake. So we are getting there. We have next, Damage Diet. So any damage you take on this card is half. You can banish this card in your graveyard, half all the effects damage you take this turn. So this is actually decent and might be useful if it's in Duel Links. So I'll just put it there on trap cards. Next, we have Soul Reaving Magic card. Remove a total of 5 cards from your own or your monster's graveyard. Such cards cannot be used anymore. So it actually just says banish 5 cards from the graveyard. It's a magic card, and it looks fake as hell. If you can see, there's a devil here. Next, we have Hero's Visit. This is actually in Duel Links, and it's actually a real card. I forgot if it's really called Hero Visit in English. I forgot. I'm sorry, I keep saying I forgot, but then let's read the effect. It might be true. While your opponent announce for attacking, color one card at random from your hand. If it's of monsters, send by special call to your cards. If not, send it to graveyard. So at first I thought this could be a real card, but then I read the description. The card doesn't make sense. And oh, this is a clear indication that this isn't even real. It doesn't even have the same characters at the back of it, like this one versus this one. So at least this one says TCG on it, but then this one doesn't have the right TCG logos. So we already know that this is a fake. Next, we have Space Mambo. Okay, just look at the way this card was cut. There's like too many space here, but then here there's no more space. Anyway, it says fish family, so we're back with the family things. Okay, so this is a vanilla monster. There's nothing special about it, so I'll just put it here, vanilla. Next we have Mermaid God. So it's another Wonder Junta effect. This card just exists in the field of sea. This card can have 2 chances for attack in one bout. Wow. Anyway, fake card. It's an effect monster, so I'll just put it there. So next we have Double Custom. It's zombie effect. If you tribute summon a dark monster, you can treat this monster as 2 tributes for tribute summon. Okay, on normal occasion, that is a really normal effect, and I would even say that this might be not fake, but then look at the back. Look at it. It doesn't even have anything that says Konami on the back. And look at the way it was cut. Like, there's a margin here, but there's no margin here. So there's also the discrepancies in the margin, so you already know that this is fake. And let's just put it in the effect monsters. Next we have, oh, this is the second to the last. It says Electric Lizard. So Electric Lizard, this one is actually a real card, but then you know it's fake because, again, the logos are wrong. It doesn't even says trading. It doesn't even have the right trading card game, the CG game, written here in the right logo. And then another one is, it says Yugioh instead of Konami. So if you look at a fake card, or I don't know, it's supposed to look like this, and it's supposed to look like this, but it doesn't look like that. Next, Electric Lizard. Let's try to read the effect. Thunder effect. A non-zombie type monster attacking Electric Lizard cannot attack on the following turn. Okay, that's actually has a good grammar, but then it says land. There is no land attribute. Next, we have Mecha Dog Maron. So this one, I think, looks more normal. At first glance, you would say that this probably looks normal, but then look at the margin again. Like, it was cut way smaller here, and then it gets bigger as you go to the side. Like, this is not a camera trick. It really looks that way. And then let's read the description if there's anything weird. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard as a result of a battle, inflict 1000 points of damage to both players' life points. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard except as a result of battle, inflict 1000 points of damage to your opponent's life points. Okay, the word that hits me off is asa. I don't know if you can see it. It says asa. And that's it. It's another fake card. So overall, these are all the cards that I have managed to look at that kind of looks old. Anyway, so first, as an ending for this video, let's look at one of our favorite cards in each category. So these are the vanilla cards, vanilla monsters. So I think the one that I really love the most here that makes me laugh is Yaranzo, because the attack is just so, it's so just outstanding and you already know it's fake. Next, we have the effect card. So there's a lot of them. So I think my favorite would be, it's a tie between the bite shoes and the eating monster, because they're both confusing, but at the same time they're both amazing. Because if you're gonna make fake cards, at least let your imagination run wild. So next we have the magic and the spell cards. Oh, this is an extra deck card, so that doesn't count. Let's see. My favorite would have to be the Flute of Summoning Dragon, because it just looks like a monster cards that I don't even understand anymore. Next, we have the trap cards. Definitely my favorite will be Tempting Shadows. The text is very intriguing, the color is intriguing, and that's it. Thank you for watching this video. And later on, I will be releasing more videos of this type of cards, and I hope you stay tuned. And that's it. Thank you for watching. This has been Alexis YT.